Well, hello. So yeah, this is a bit of a different sort of video I'm going to make while the World Cup is going on, as I cannot make my weekly Premier League predictions at the moment. We're going to talk about some of my favourite football shirts that I do not own yet. Now, in preparation for this video, I put together a little bit of a background for you. These are some of the favourite shirts that I currently own. We've got the latest England shirt right here. Favourite football shirt of all time. I think it's 2003-2005 Forest third shirt. The promotion winning 21-22 third shirt. And the 21-22 Venezia home shirt. One of the best looking shirts ever made. And so today I'm going to talk about some of the football shirts that I'm hunting down. So I've got two sections on this list I've been developing. We've got standard shirts, which are just basically normal football shirts, and then we've got Grails, which are football shirts I'm really looking to own. Now for these Grails, I've made sure that they have names on the back. That's what makes it a Grail in my opinion, okay? I know Grails are shirts you really want to own, and technically these are all Grails, but ones I'm willing to spend more on are ones that have names on, if that makes any sense. They're players which mean a lot to me, and we'll go through those at the end of the video. So we're just going to start off with shirts that I really like, and the first one is a 21-22 Forest home shirt. It's currently framed and signed by most of the squad, so I want one I can wear. Now admittedly I haven't been searching a lot for this shirt, as it's one that I assume I'll be able to get anyway. Now I know a lot of people are a bit iffy about wearing shirts for teams you don't support, which is why Forest shirts are the only English shirts on this list. Well, apart from international shirts, of course. But I would never wear a shirt from an English club that isn't Forest. I think that's wrong. That's why most of my collection is Forest shirts at the moment, because they're the club I support in England. And yeah, I just think they've got some really cool shirts. I'd also like the 03-05 third shirt in long sleeve. Now I've got the 03-05 shirt, as I've mentioned, but there is a long sleeve version out there which looks amazing. Oh, what a shirt, what a shirt. Unfortunately, I can't find a long sleeve version for sale anywhere at the moment, so it's kind of on the back burner for now. I'm going to keep looking, and if I do find one, you best believe I'm copping it, because it is the best football shirt ever made in my opinion. I know that's a bold statement. There's probably thousands upon thousands of shirts I've never seen before, but for me, shirts I've seen, that Forest shirt is the best one ever. And then we're going to move on to foreign teams now. These are Spanish, Italian, French, Dutch, you know, some internationals thrown in there as well. This list grows by the week, so by the time this video goes out, it'll probably be out of date. But yeah, I'm really into football shirts. I think they're amazing. I think you can wear them as fashion. Like this shirt is going to be amazing for summer. It's lovely. And that Venezia shirt, and just all the shirts I wear, I do wear outside, because I just love them. They just look great. And we're going to start another modern shirt. It's the 22-23 Ajax away shirt. Now Ajax, they're known for having brilliant shirts. They've got that Bob Marley shirt. Their presentation shirt, or the pre-match shirt, is amazing as well. Now I was a fan of their Bob Marley Three Little Birds shirt. I think it's a very nice shirt. Not one for me myself, but I can see why people like it. It does have a nice looking colour scheme going on. But this one right here is amazing. I've seen it in person. The colours look beautiful. The collar and the cuffs are just the detail I like the most. I just love that little detail on the collar and cuffs. And yeah, like the colour scheme I said is amazing. The stars in red with the Adidas stripe as well. Mwah. It is an absolutely amazing shirt. Hopefully I can own it at the end of the season if it goes on sale. I know it's very popular, but that's for a good reason, because it looks amazing. Adidas has smashed it this year with kits. I think I've got a few more modernish kits on this list, but this one is definitely the most recent. And then we move on to a Spanish team, but is the Barcelona 21-22 third shirt. Look at that it is amazing. That shirt looks absolutely beautiful. I think it's my favorite Barcelona shirt they've ever made. I'm not typically a fan of Barcelona, but with things like this pre-match shirt and that third shirt, they are amazing. It's a shame we never got to see Messi play in this kit, because I think that would have looked insane. I like it. I'm a big fan. Hopefully I can pick it up at some point. I imagine I will. But yeah, just looking at that is beautiful. I love the colours. I love the pattern they've gone with. I like that the sponsor, the Nike tick, and the Barcelona are mainly yellow as well. It works really well. There's no design on the cuffs or the collar, but the shirt itself looks amazing, and I think it doesn't actually need any more further design. And then obviously that design continues on the back as well. It is one of the best shirts I think Barcelona have ever had. Now, they've had a lot of shirts, I can't guarantee that I've seen them all, but this one itself is absolutely phenomenal. And then moving on to Italian shirts, and I've got quite a few of these because I'm a big fan of Italian teams and Italian shirts. Yeah, it's the 94-95 Roma home shirt. I just think it's beautiful. I know this is a very popular shirt. A lot of people like it, but I just think it is absolutely amazing. Just look at that. How can you say that's not a beautiful shirt? It is phenomenal. This Roma shirt and the away shirt, for that matter, are both amazing. They're both on my list because they are so nice. Ideally long sleeve versions of both, but even short sleeve, they're very nice. Yeah, Roma have had some amazing kits in the past, and they even have that third, I think it's the third shirt this season with the reflective badge, which I'd like to pick up as well. It's not on this list though, because I'm not really fussed if I get it or not. But these two Roma shirts are absolutely phenomenal. It is the 98-99 home shirt. This shirt is absolutely beautiful. I know there's a ScoreDraw remake of it, but I'd much prefer to have the original, as I feel that ScoreDraw remakes, they're not even close to what the actual articles are like. This AC Milan shirt is absolutely phenomenal. It's got everything I look for in a shirt. It's got the collar, it's got the stripes. It is amazing. I'm a big fan of AC Milan. They're sort of like my Italian team, especially in Serie A. Yeah, I'm a big fan of AC Milan, big fan of their shirts. Not so much the recent kit. I think the 22-23 shirt isn't that great, but this one I feel is like the iconic AC Milan shirt, especially in my eyes for some reason. Whenever I think of AC Milan, I think of this kit. I'm a huge fan of it. It had some brilliant players playing in it. I think this shirt mainly sticks out because of Maldini. He played in this shirt, and it's just amazing. I mean, AC Milan have pretty decent shirts every season. I'm a fan of quite a few of the shirts they have. But this one especially is like the AC Milan shirt to me, and I think a lot of people are going to agree, especially with that Opal sponsor as well. Phenomenal stuff. And then we go from the 90s straight back to almost modern times. It's this beauty. It's the 21-22 Venezia 4th shirt. Now I've seen this shirt. I've seen all Venezia shirts in public actually. I went to Venice and went to the Venice store. All their kits last season were bangers, and this one is the same. It is amazing. Now, at the time, I wasn't prepared to spend full price on one of these. Maybe a bit foolish, as I'm not sure they're going to actually come down to the price they retailed at. But as a shirt, I think it is beautiful. I love the design. I love the colour scheme. Yeah, I'm just a huge fan of it. It's got a nice little design within the shirt as well. Venezia had an amazing collection last season, but the rest of the shirts were amazing. I know everyone was raving about them, rightly so. I mean, I've got the home shirt, as you can see. It is beautiful, and yeah, I just think this shirt is amazing too, and it's one I'm definitely looking to add to my collection. Yeah, hopefully I can get it for a good price at some point. I guess we'll see. Then moving on from Venezia, and then we have two shirts from the same team, still Italian, still Kappa, but Genoa. I think Genoa have really nice kits. I'm a big fan of the half black, half red design. It looks amazing. It looks much better than when Pompey tried it last season. Why didn't they just make it symmetrical? Genoa have actually made it symmetrical. It's amazing. It's a nice modern remake, I guess, of the other shirt from Genoa that I like, which I'm sure you might be able to guess if you know Genoa kits. This one without a sponsor is so clean. I haven't actually looked at prices for these yet. I haven't looked at picking one up. Following on from that Genoa kit, one that is far nicer. I don't think anyone would mind me saying that. Modern kits don't really do it for me that much. It's this beauty. Oh my god. Now, I didn't even know they did a long sleeve version of this shirt, but now they do. I need it, but I'd be more than happy with short sleeve. I think that goes with all of these shirts. Like, they have an amazing long sleeve, but I'd be happy with the short sleeve. And the 92-94 Genoa home shirt, thing of beauty. It's got the old badge as well, which I really like. I'm a fan of the new badge as well, but this old badge, sick. And just look at it. It's amazing. It's got a collar. I love all old shirts with collars. I think they fit really well. They look amazing. But yeah, this Genoa shirt, the design as well within the shirt, like the little patterns going across, it is amazing. Era did an amazing job, or Area did an amazing job on this shirt. It's got a little button as well. My god, it is amazing. It's definitely going to be one of the more expensive ones to pick up for sure. And then we move on to France. But I think there's one French team that reigns supreme when it comes to football shirts, and that is PSG. Now, I might not agree with PSG. I don't really like them, I'm not going to lie. But they do have some stunning kits, and they currently employ the GOAT, so they get a bit of a pass there. Yes, it is the 2021 Paris Saint-Germain away shirt. I don't like PSG, but I love this shirt. I think it is one of the nicest Nike shirts we've had in a long time. It's got a lovely collar with the buttons as well. That's a nice touch. I don't think people appreciate buttons enough on football shirts. One of my favourite England shirts has a little snappy button as well. This is one of the nicest PSG shirts I think we've ever had. Look at it. I know their old shirts are very nice and they're not on this list, but just look at this shirt. It's a shame that the bar stops and for the sponsor, because if the bar went straight through, I think it'd be even better. Which is why it's docked a few points, but that doesn't stop me wanting this shirt. I think it looks amazing. Yeah, it's one of the shirts I'm definitely looking to add to my collection pretty soon. And keeping in theme with PSG away shirts is the 21-22 one. It's got a black line down the middle with split pink stripes on either side. I think it's nice. The PSG logo is in black and white as well. Very cool. They always make lovely looking football shirts. It's like their specialty, if I'm honest. But this PSG shirt is wonderful. And can get Messi on the back as well, which if I were to get this shirt, I wouldn't mind having Messi on the back. I wouldn't mind getting it plain either. I just think it looks lovely. Nike always do a great job with PSG, and this shirt is no different. It just looks wonderful. I'm a huge fan of it. And the final French shirt is another PSG shirt. It's the 1923 shirt. I'm a huge fan of it. Buttons and a collar. Lovely little stripe design across it, as well as the two bars of colour down here. I think it's wonderful. It looks amazing. It's a throwback to a retro PSG kit, if I'm not mistaken, which also looks nice. And this one especially just looks wonderful. I don't think enough people are talking about this shirt, which is maybe a good thing because it might be a little cool little shirt, but I think it looks really nice. Hopefully adding this one to my collection at some point. Big fan. If you can't tell, I'm a big fan of shirts with collars, which makes it strange that my favourite shirt ever doesn't have a collar. But this one is lovely. Okay, now we move away from club shirts. We're moving on to international shirts. And it's this banger right here. The 22 World Cup Japanese away shirt in long sleeve only though. Normally I'd be a bit lenient with the sleeves, but this one has to be in long sleeve for me to buy it, because it just looks absolutely amazing. Now the away shirt itself is nice. I do like the design they've gone for on the sleeves, but if I were to get this, I'd definitely want it in long sleeve so the design continues all the way down. It looks amazing. I'm not sure what it is, but I've recently had an awakening of loving long sleeve shirts, and I think this one was the main catalyst behind it. That and the forest one. It just looks so nice. It looks amazing, even as a just as a piece of clothing. I would like that. I know it's plain on the front, which I'm not a fan of, but I think the sleeve design more than makes up for it, especially in long sleeve as well. It is a beauty. These last two shirts are England shirts. They come from the Euros. I want legit copies of both shirts because I think they're amazing. I do have the home shirt, but it's fake, which is very unfortunate for me. But it was before I knew how to check if the shirt was real or not. So we take that L. Now the home shirt has the centralized crest and tick, which I just think the design is so clean as well. A little bit of design on the collar, but not much. And the stripes down the side as well. Very nice. Very simple and clean shirt. And then the away shirt is the blue with the collar, and the design on the shirt looks amazing. They're just so good, and I'm glad that these shirts will represent one of England's best runs in the Euros, going all the way to the finals. I know it's going to be associated with heartbreak. These shirts, how they look, the font that was used on the shirts, personally I'd like mine without players or numbers, but the player number and name, the font they use looks nice as well. Also, like the red pre-match looks great as well. Like this whole range that Nike did for England was absolutely amazing, and I should have put the pre-match on this list, to be honest, because it is a wonderful looking shirt as well. But they're all so nice. We really got niced in that tournament. I think they're amazing. Huge fan. Some of the moments like beating Germany just make this shirt even better. But I've tried to just base these shirts off of how they look normally. And yeah, they just got so nice. So I'm looking to pick up the whole collection, away, home, and pre-match, but obviously not all at once. I'm not made of money, gosh, but at some point I'd love to own all three. So I'm just editing this video, and I actually realised I never talked about my Grails, so we're going to quickly touch on them. So these are players that have had a big impact on me personally, which is why I've put them in this list. They may not play for teams I support, but they are players that I remember from my early days of liking football. So the first one is a Robert Earnshaw Forest shirt. I don't care what year it is, hopefully early 2000s, but I think Robbie Earnshaw, brilliant player, did amazing things at Forest. He's one of the players I remember most from my early years of being a Forest fan. I think he was an absolutely phenomenal player. Always enjoyed watching him play. Definitely one of my favourites from back in the day. Yeah, he's just such a good player. And then I've got a 1920 Forest shirt with Cash on the back. Matty Cash, one of my favourite modern Forest players. I know he plays for Villa at the moment. He came through the youth team at Nottingham Forest, came up, joined the first team, played really well for us, and then got a Premier League move to Aston Villa. And yeah, I'm a big fan of him, despite him obviously not playing at our club, but he's played amazing in the Premier League. Yeah, it was nice to see him back at the City Ground when we faced Villa. Phenomenal player, playing well for Poland as well. Yeah, I'm just a big fan of his, even if he doesn't play for Forest anymore. I'd love a Matty Cash Forest shirt. And then move on to a Liverpool shirt, and that is an 07-08 Liverpool shirt with Torres on the back. Fernando Torres, one of my favourite players of all time. He never played for Forest, or had anything to do with for Forest, but when I used to watch the Premier League, used to collect match attacks, I think Fernando Torres is one of my favourite players, especially when he played for Liverpool. Yeah, he was a great player, scored many brilliant goals, not just for Liverpool but for other teams as well, but for Liverpool is the one I associate him with the most. I even had his book back in the day. Yeah, he was just such a good player, and yeah, I've always liked him. I'm not sure what really drew me to him in the first place, but whenever I'd watch Liverpool or watch football, I was always looking out for Torres. Yeah, brilliant player, one of my favourites. And then we've got an 06-08 Arsenal shirt with Fabregas on the back. Again, never played for Forest, never had anything to do with Forest, but yeah, I just think Cesc Fabregas was an amazing midfielder, great player, did amazing things for Arsenal. Still plays football now, surprisingly. I think he plays for Como in Italy. Yeah, he's just a brilliant player, one of my favourites. I think he's one of my first favourite players, obviously after Robbie Earnshaw, of course, but yeah, in the Premier League, I remember getting his match attack, very cool player. And yeah, along with Torres, I just liked Spanish players at the time, and he was a brilliant player. So yeah, I'd love an Arsenal shirt with Fabregas on the back. These are all to frame, by the way. I wouldn't wear a Liverpool shirt or an Arsenal shirt. I'd get them framed, because hopefully signed as well, maybe. Not sure how viable that'd be, but I'd definitely get them framed. And finally, 2021 Barcelona with Messi on the back. Last season at Barcelona, also one of Barcelona's best looking shirts in my opinion. I just think he's an amazing player. He is the GOAT. Yeah, I just love a shirt to commemorate that. And I think a Barcelona shirt is the way to do that, because that's the team he's most associated with. Now, I could do an Argentina shirt, but I just think when I think Messi, it's Barcelona first, even though he doesn't play for them anymore. So yeah, I'd love a 2021 Barca shirt with Messi on the back. I could wear that, and I probably would, because it is a lovely Barcelona shirt. But if I've got it signed somehow, it would definitely be getting framed. No way would I wear out a signed Messi shirt. That's just insanity. But yeah, Messi, I'd say he's the GOAT, personally. Amazing player. Some of the things that guy can do are nuts. And yeah, I just like him. I just think he's a very cool guy. Calls Liverpool players donkeys, which is funny. And yeah, so those are the Grails, which I forgot to include. Not sure how long this video will end up being, but yeah, that's sort of an odd video. I'm not sure. I just thought I've got to do it because I just love football shirts. I love looking at football shirts, and I just wanted to talk about them. So if you like football shirts as well, maybe tell me some of the football shirts you're looking for in the comments. Tell me what you think of my chosen shirts to display here. They're just shirts I really like. I've been O2GT. Hit me up on Twitter if you are selling any of these shirts and would like to do so for a reasonable price. I might take you up on that. And yeah, I see you guys in the next video. Peace.